Awesome and amazing, amazing day. I'm sorry, I just got a notification, so I'm just reading it. Okay, 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 okay. What's going on, beautiful people? What is going on? Today is such a wonderful day, such a beautiful day, blessed and highly favored. And I'm just so grateful that I'm able to walk into my purpose. So I'm resetting and realigning, guys, not only in my health and wellness, not only in my mindset on a consistent basis, but there's times in our lives that we have to learn how to pivot. Okay, we have to learn how to pivot. And one of the things about these challenges, if you don't know, we have challenges here, right? We have 30-day challenges. For those of you who don't know, if you guys can come into the full 30 days, you have the opportunity to try out like a 15-day challenge, just to see how is it possible for you to take these products? Are these products sustainable for you? Are you able to be consistent with them? Are you seeing any results? The thing about our products, the thing about our system, the thing about our formula, it works, right? It works when you work, right? You initially have to get up and do the work. So we came to the end of a 30-day challenge. We have 3 day rest, and then we're up and going again for another 30-day challenge. So, excuse me. Let me reintroduce myself. For those of you who know me, may not know me, or just getting to know me, I welcome you to this channel. I welcome you to this page. My name is Latrice, and I am a health and wellness advocate. I am a certified life coach and certified in many areas to help you to overcome challenges in your life, your health, your business, okay, your relationships, things in that nature. When you stick and go with me, you are on a road to transformation. Okay, you are on a road to transformation. And over the years, I've been so privy and so honored to help so many people, not just locally but globally, to set on their way to transformation, to keep them accountable, to just have access to resources that is transformational. And today I'm in a wonderful local spa where I'm able to collaborate with a beautiful, amazing um, lady who owns a spa, black owned, and we're doing big things. We're about to do major things, and stay tuned. I'll give you a little glimpse and glamour here. If you're part of my, you know, community, if you're part of the tribe, if you're part of this sisterhood that is being built and created behind the scene, then you are going to be informed and updated and carried on with this journey. And my apologies. I hope that did not cut out the sound, but I was getting a call. I hope that did not cut out the sound. So that's who I am. That's what I've been up to. That's what I've done. And I welcome you here today. Sorry, the sound was out. Possibly could have been out. The phone was ringing. I had a call coming in. But we are at the end of a 30-day challenge. We have 3 days to rest, and then we kickstart another one. Really, guys, if you are just starting out with us, the first 30 days, I assure you, focus on the consistency, focus on the dedication, focus on getting accustomed to new routines, identify and bring awareness to the challenges that you're seeing in these 30 days before you start to focus on the results. The results are going to come. The result, if you're doing what you're supposed to do, the results are going to come. If you're doing what you're supposed to do, the results are going to come. Okay? Now, I want to help you with that today with this live. Okay? I want to help you with that today with this live. So, these 3 days rest, I don't want you to fall back into old habits. It's so easy. It's so easy to fall back into old habits. So these next 30 days, I want you to pay attention to your inner compass, your eye expert. Okay, we talked about this already in a different scenario, but we're gonna talk about it now. Okay, I want you to focus on your inner compass and your eye expert. I want you to focus on activating your chart station. Okay, that's what I want you to focus on after you've tapped into your eye expert. Then I want you to activate your charging station. And in doing that, right, I want you to ask yourself one pinnacle question, right? In times like these, we want to pivot. In times like these, we need to pivot. In times like these, we have that urge to just pivot. Now, pivot it can become a beautiful thing because as life changes and everything around us changes, we have to now adapt that skill and learn how to pivot because whatever it is that we have, whatever it is that we want, what we have within us, right? It is versatile. It can blossom and bloom in any environment that we put ourselves in as long as we have the key to pivot. Okay? So I want you to ask yourself that question. What do you want? Right? You have to keep reminding yourself of what it is that you want over and over again at the beginning of a challenge, in the middle of the challenge, right? Right? Maybe even 7 days into the challenge, 3 days into the challenge, right? The first 2, 3 days, you hype, you this, and then you start falling off your mind start getting in, the people or the noise is quieting up, and you gotta be that eye expert to bring yourself back to say, listen, what do you want? What do you want? WDYW, what is it that you want? Because that question, the answer to that question is going to push you, pivot you, right? Or pause you. And you don't want to be paused, right? So knowing what you want is important to know even after the challenge because again, you can always go do what? Fall into bad habits, fall back into old habits. And these old habits may not be bad. They may not be bad, right? But they're not serving to you in this season because the goal that you require in this season, right, doesn't align with the habits that you had that brought you to the awareness that, you know what, something needs to change. Something needs to change. And in order for me to get these results, I need to change a few things, itemize a few things, put some things on the shelf, but something is going to happen. Something has to happen because if nothing happens, something happens, right? Something is still happening. If you make no choices or no decisions, you already made a choice. You made a decision. It's automatic. So take back control, reclaim your power back, and make the right decision that's serving to your next chapter. Now, what's your chapter? What's that chapter, right? Hold on, guys. Just trying to get back into a system. So what is that chapter? So what is your eye expert? What is your inner compass that you want to focus on, right? The system of real-time feedback. You got to be real with yourself, right? And if you can't be real with yourself, this is why we have accountability systems. This is why we have a tribe of people in the community who, you can find your accountability buddy. One of the things that you must do when you come into my online community is connect with somebody, get a battle buddy, get a accountability partner so that you are able to gain, you know, access to that support, right? So real time feedback, you need real time feedback. This is why you're tapping into your inner self, right? A natural sense of direction. I always say when you go to the doctor, right? Is it the doctor that tells you about you, or is it you that tells your doctor about yourself and the symptoms that you're feeling and what's going on with you so that he can give you real-time feedback? Right? So tap into that natural sense of direction. Trust within yourself and know that you are directing yourself the correct way. Right? Know that you are directing yourself the right way. Hmm. Okay. What are the things that are existing in your body? What is that saying to you? Is it the cravings, right? Is it the cravings that are screaming louder than all the other symptoms that are going on in your body? Your cravings are leading you to these habits that are no longer serving you. You're eating all the junk at late hours at night. Not only are you eating the junk, but you're eating the junk at an unreasonable hour in the day that your body now is going to go straight to sleep. You're not burning it off, you're not working it out, you're not doing anything, you're going straight to sleep. And your body now has to work overtime to try to get rid of that, and it can't. So now what it's going to do is going to sit there. Okay, so what are the things that are existing in your body, right? As a result of that, you're waking up with bloating issue. As a result of that, your bowel may come out a little loose because you have been sitting eating all this junk, this candy, the things, so your body was not able to process it the right way, but it's filtering out what it can, right? What are these things? This is where the your action is the power of focus. You want to focus now, right? You want to focus now on what is going on and where it's going on in the internal, right? Your inner compass. Where focus go, energy flows. So what you focus on, I always say what you focus on increases, right? Right? So if you're focused on change, if you're focused on just correcting and itemizing, if you're focused on delegating, if you're focused on finding the restrictions and releasing it, if you're focused on the purpose, on the mission, on the pursuit, right, and not so much of the results, you're going to get more of that, right? Focus more on the one thing that you can control. That one thing that you can control, you want to make sure that you're focused on it. Okay? Now we're going to talk about your activating station. Everything we spoke about just now was talking about your inner compass, your eye expert, right? Again, you're looking within yourself, you're identifying these things, and then you're activating, you're making sure you're being intentional and you're staying focused on the one thing that you can. Why this is why we continue with these 30-day challenges, right? It doesn't take just 30 days. To work with me is really 90 days, right? And then we go through these processes. But to work with the community and to be a part of the community, it's going to take 30 days at a time because everybody's on a different level, right? Everybody's growth time is different. Everybody will wake up at a different time. So when we are doing these communal challenges, you want to participate. I mean, besides the giveaways, the cashbacks, the things that the reward that we are offering to encourage and inspire those of you to go out there and do these, come out and do these challenges with us, right? It's going to be rewarding because you're feeling better, you're creating a new environment for yourself, and you're building up that momentum, all right, so that you can shift into pivot. So the 30-day challenges are essential not only if you've done one, but come on in and continue doing them because this is life changing, right? There will always be something going on in your life that you may need to pivot from or you may need to continue focusing on so that it can increase. Welcome. I welcome you. All right. So how are you going to activate your charging station? All right. With activity must come rest. Are you sleeping? Are you paying attention to your sleep patterns? Are you aligning your sleep patterns with your body overall circadian rhythm? Are you sleeping or are you just resting? Are you doing both? Okay. How to activate your charging station? You must rest. You must sleep so that your body can, your awakened body versus your rest and sleeping body have two different roles. And both roles are very essential. And based on your activities throughout the day, right? Your activating your charging station becomes even more essential for you to be successful on a day-to-day basis, right? Time of rest, non-restricted focus. We're so active. A lot of times, some people can't sleep through the day, night because their mind is still active. They're going, they're going, they're going. One of the things I used to realize with my children when they're younger is they could be up all night and they're playing video games, or they're up all night and watching a series of television or what have you, and then when they're sleeping, they're mimicking, they're still in that zone. They could be either talking, they could be either acting it out. They're still tapped into that zone. So even though it looks like they're sleeping, their mind is not at rest. Their mind is still actively going because they think they're still in those daytime hours running around, being active, right? So they're not getting the rest that they need. They're not getting that non-restricted focus. So now, how do you go about doing that? You now have to put yourself in a routine, just like we put our children in a routine, right? When they're in school, when they're in camp, when they're in any activities, we put our children into routine. We have put them in sleeping times. We have them on eating schedules. You are now becoming the parent of yourself. You are now becoming that inner compass. You're now becoming that accountability, right? And again, in the community, we have the accountability. You just have to raise your hand. You just have to speak up, and somebody, right, will be able to help you, right? But you now have to put yourself on a restricted pattern so that your body can now get back to how it heals itself, how it reconstructs itself, how it reclaims back all that energy, right? So rest and time to rest is essential. A next thing, can you guys hear me? As you're coming in, let me know where you're coming in from. I see you. I welcome you. Come on in. Say hello. Greetings. Meditation. Meditation is the next way to activate your charging station. Are we breathing? A majority of us are not breathing the correct way. As I sit here, I promise you, and I'm speaking to you, I am not breathing the correct way. And you know the girls always compressed. Okay, we are compressed. I got the compression on, the fajas, the high waist shorts. I have it all. Okay, and of course you can get it at smile.nc.com. Smile.nc.com. Go take a look and go shop. But meditation is essential because then we can tap into our breathing, or the right way, or the proper way to breathe. We can tap into just visualizing, right? We can tap into stillness, right? So even walking is a form of meditation. If you're walking along, say, a riverside, a path, a park, wherever, your neighborhood, and just calmness and stillness. Ignore the phone, ignore the smart watches. Just really start tapping into your surrounding and paying attention and just breathing and just enjoying that moment, being in the present. That is a form of meditation, right? Counting something, right? A lot of these methods are very powerful in times of, like, if a person has anxiety, if a person may have issues sleeping, things like that. When you want to do that countdown method or counting something, it's very calming to the mind, body, spirit, right? So these are the ways, these are things you can implement into your routine, into your day to day, right? I appreciate you. Thank you. Um, that will amplify who you are and amplify who you're becoming and amplify your day-to-day activities and just you taking on these challenges that we go on a regular basis. Let me know where you guys are coming in from. Hey, how you guys doing? Are you guys from Canada? Are you guys from the US? Like, where you at, where you at, where you at? Last thing I want to talk about when it comes to activating your charging station is doing something that's fun. I always like to say tap into your childlike state. What are the things that you enjoyed as a child? As we grew up, like we started giving ourselves to people, places, and things. These other people's things became our enjoyment. And then somehow we started drowning out the things that that excites us, right? We knew how to compromise. We knew how to just, go along with the go along. But as we're reclaiming our power back, as we're coming back to our oneness, right? What are the things that we enjoy? What do you enjoy, right? You want to start doing something that's fun, ease, yeah, fun and easy. Get into it. Okay, get into it. That's what I gotta say to you. Get into it. All right, and then again at the beginning, told you to ask yourself the question: what do you want? What do you really want? Right? After all the clutter, all the noise, all the projections, after everybody is, after all the people who have, you know, brought you into their world and allowed you to do what they want to do. What is it that you want? Everybody's telling you what you look like or what you should look like or what you should be doing. What is it that you want? Before you start any journey, before you start back this 30-day challenge, we have 3-day rest. We're finished the last 30-day challenge. We're about to announce the winners who participated in um, the previous challenge, and we're resting to come up to the next 30-day challenge. Ask yourself, right? What is it that you want? What is it that you want? Right? You are you going to take action? Are you going to take action? Do you want to shift from stressed and stuck to moving and making moves? Do you want to shift from stuck? Do you want to shift from being stressed out? Do you want to shift from being stagnant to movement, to momentum, right? Do you want to be a part of a sisterhood, a tribe that is going to encourage you, support you, celebrate you, collaborate with you to help you grow if you are in business? What is it? Huh? What is it that you want? What are you going to focus on in these next 30 days, right? Is it aligned with your beliefs? Are you in alignment with everything that you believe in? And then if so, go get it. That's how you get into your bag. If so, go and get it, right? It's your God gifts, it's your Godfidence. Go get it. That's how you're gonna get into your bag. All right, that's what I got for you. So if you're just getting here, you haven't seen me from the beginning, go watch the beginning. Definitely like, subscribe, follow, do all the great stuff that this channel wants you to do. And be sure to just join me the next time you see me live. Engage in everything that you see going on here. I appreciate you. I really do. And definitely tap in smiledynasty.com to subscribe or go to Facebook at Smile Fitness by Trees, TRICE, Smile Fitness by Trees, TRICE on Facebook so that you could get into the community, guys. I promise you, you need to be a part of this accountability system. This is one of the major ways of how I succeed is being accountable to myself and making sure that I have accountability systems around me. Who is accountable for you? Who is accountable for you? Right? You got to get people who are, who are, what do you call it? right mind focus, who are equally yoked with you, who are in alignment with your dreams, your goals, right? And who's going to encourage you to continue. All right. So I love you. Love yourself. God loves you. And be excellent today. We'll talk. All right. Peace, love, unity, and abundance.